Hey guys, I'm Joe Burnich with Big West Marketing. We empower small businesses to succeed online, and we do that by simplifying all this digital marketing stuff. If you're watching this video, you're probably wanting to know how to do SEO for plumbers. So if you're a plumbing contractor and you want to learn how to get your website to the top of Google, this one is for you. Let's get started right now. So in this video, you're going to discover the fastest way to consistently, reliably get to the top of Google for, plumbing contractor, your name, or emergency leak, your city name. So if you want to rank for all these different search terms, all these different keywords, which we're going to get into in a second, then this is for you. It means more calls, more jobs for your business. It means beating out that cut rate, lowballing competition. You know who I'm talking about in your town. We're going to get rid of those guys once and for all. We're going to put them down so the bottom feeding plumbing companies can work with the bottom feeding customers. If you're a high-end, plumber and you want to do things right and you're looking to build a business, then this one is for you. Now, you do not need to be a tech wizard to understand the stuff I'm going to teach you. Anybody can understand and implement this stuff. This is low tech to no tech, and you're going to see what I'm talking about shortly. Okay, so real quick, right now, I'd like to call your attention to the link down below this video in the description section. If at any time you want to get a free consultation with us, we do offer the first 30 minutes for free. That's a $97 value that we charge $97 for a 30-minute consultation, but the first one is free. So if you get stuck while you're watching this video and you need some help, book a call with us. Somebody from our office will talk to you and walk you through whatever you need. All right? Okay, so before I jump into the nitty-gritty of this SEO stuff, I've got an incredibly powerful story I want to tell you. So in 2009, I moved back from Kansas City to my hometown of Missoula, Montana, which is where I live right now. Beautiful here. And I had a new wife, new baby, and I had a brand new service business here in Missoula, Montana, and it was not doing well. On top of that, I was put in the hospital and diagnosed with Crohn's disease. Health insurance was running out. It was tough times. But the big question that kept popping up in my mind was, will I fail? Will my business fail? Because if my business fails, I fail as a dad. I fail as a husband. I fail as a man. Okay, so it was a big deal to keep my business going. And luckily, I ran into an old family friend, Rick Kern, who was ranking these websites up on the top of Google. He figured out this SEO stuff, and he said, "Hey, man, we need to get your business at the top of Google and see what happens." And we did that. And he showed me he showed me everything that he knew, and then I just ran with it. Okay, I studied, I implemented, I took charge on this stuff. So SEO was my solution, was my personal solution for my business. That's what saved my family. That's what saved my life. Okay, but the reason I'm telling you this is that I want you to know I'm not really different from any other business owner out there. I just came across something that worked, and I spent hours and hours every day testing, learning, and figuring this stuff out. So I'm like this explorer. I'm going out and finding these golden nuggets, and now I want to share these golden nuggets with you. Okay, so in a moment, I'm going to break down what Google really wants. There's a lot of BS out there. We need to talk about what Google really wants. Okay, before we do that, we're going to talk about foundations. Okay, so everything that I teach you in order of importance is built on foundations. SEO is like a house. Okay, if you don't have a good foundation, and you start, redoing the windows and the plumbing and put a new roof on the house, paint job, all that stuff. None of that stuff really matters that much if the foundation is cracked, if your house is sagging. Okay, so that's how you need to look at SEO. We're going to build that foundation first, okay, and then we can start listen to all this noise out there on the internet. But they don't tell you what order it needs to be done. That's what we're going to do today. Okay, but we're going to keep it simple. So I went to a Tony Robbins conference not too long ago. He said something that really stuck with me. Complexity is the enemy of execution. We're going to keep this simple so that you actually execute, so you can actually take action on this stuff, not just learn some stuff and then forget about it tomorrow. Okay, we want to take action as soon as possible. So the way I did this is I broke it down into the 5 simple things. Okay, we're going to talk about mobile-first websites, maps and organics, keywords, search terms, citations, online directories, and we're going to talk about backlinks. Now, some of this might sound like tech speak or, marketing jargon, whatever. Don't worry. Like I said, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to simplify this so that anybody can understand it. All right. Simple thing number 1. You need to have a mobile-first website, okay? And I talked to a lot of people, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, my web designer said my website's mobile ready, so I don't need to worry about that, Joe. Or no, it looks great on my smartphone, so I'm good to go. Don't assume, okay? You want to get it from Google, not from your web designer or not from your own eyeballs, okay? You want to run it through the Google mobile test. All you do is go to google.com, search for Google mobile test, okay? Run it through this free tool that Google offers. It takes about 30 seconds, and you're either going to get a green circle here or a red X. If you get a red X, go straight to your web designer, get that fixed. If you do your own website, then get with Wix or Squarespace or whichever program you use to do your website. You got to get that figured out. It's foundational. Okay, simple thing number 2. There's 2 different types of SEO. There's the maps up here, okay, and then there's the organic down here. The maps is going to get 90% of the clicks. 90% of your money is going to be made on the map section here. So that's what we're going to focus on. This is only 10% down here. All right, and even less on a cell phone. All right, now I know you're saying, well, there's ads. What about these ads above the map section? That's for a whole nother video that I made for plumbers. It's called How to Do AdWords for Plumbers. So check that out after you watch this one. All right, simple thing number 3. We're going to be talking about keywords. Now, don't overcomplicate this. All a keyword is something that people type into Google to find your business. Let's give you a couple examples. Okay, plumbing contractors, Kansas City. Okay, that's an example of a keyword. Leak repair, Missoula, Montana. That's an example of a keyword. Okay, so you get the idea. It's just something that somebody types in to Google. That's all you need to know. We're going to talk about how to find the best keywords that make you the most money. Okay, the best search terms, and we're going to talk about where to put them on your website. So, how do we find them? All you do is you go to google.com. Okay, and you start typing something into Google, and Google, you notice this little box drops down with all these different suggestions. These suggestions are based on real live humans typing stuff into Google. That's where Google gets these suggestions, and that's what you want. You want stuff that real people are searching for, not something that you think that they're searching for, okay, or that some marketing person tells you they're searching for. You want to figure it out yourself. You want to see what actual people are doing, and that's how you do it. Now, then you go over to your Google AdWords account. Okay, open up a free Google AdWords account if you don't have one. There's a tool inside there called the Keyword Planner. Okay, and with the Keyword Planner tool, you just take the list of keywords that you made and you start popping them into this little box here, and Google will start giving you some really interesting information. For example, the average monthly searches, the average number of people that are typing that into Google and searching for, plumbers, Dallas, Texas. Okay, or emergency plumbers, Dallas, Texas. However you want to, whatever list you have, you need to get some data on that. You can take it a step further and get all kinds of keywords with this tool. There, you can use it 10 times a day for free, or you can get a paid version. Most small businesses will just get the free version, and you can get all kinds of extra data, extra keywords, depending on how deep you want to go with this. But keep it simple to begin with. All right, now where do we put these keywords? We're going to put them in 2 places on the website, 2 main places: the title tags and the content. What are title tags? Okay, so if you're on any web page on the internet, you're going to see these little tabs at the top of each page, right? When you hover your mouse, your little mouse arrow, whatever you call it, cursor, above the tab, a little box will pop up. That's your title tag. That's the first thing that Google looks at. You need to find out where it is on your website to enter keywords into these title tags. You know which keywords you want to go for, the ones that most people are searching for in your city, okay? Those are the money ones. That's where you're going to make the most money. And then you want to place those into the title tags, because that's where Google looks. Every website platform has a different way to enter the title tags, but they all offer it. 100% of them offer it. So if you're using Wix and you're doing your own website, or Squarespace, and you can't find it, contact their support. If you have your own web designer, get a hold of your web designer. Say, put these keywords into my title tags. Second place you want to put keywords is you want to sprinkle it and work it into the content or the text on the pages of your website. Okay, so if you write all the words on your website, you can easily just start working some of these keywords in. They don't have to be exact. They can be variations of the keyword, but they need to be there to show Google, this is what my web page is all about. Okay, if you're hiring somebody to write the stuff for you, make sure they're sprinkling keywords in there. Big thing is keep it natural. Don't make big lists. Don't make it weird to read by just putting too many in there. Keep it natural. Google can tell if it's natural or not. All right. Now, here is a very important tip that people get wrong all the time, including these marketing experts or SEO experts, okay? You want a separate page for each and every service that you offer, okay? The reason is because then you can put a unique keyword into your title tag. Each page has a unique title tag, has its very own title tag. So if you have 10 keywords that you want to rank for, okay, you need 10 different pages, and each page needs to have a unique keyword in the title tag. Once again, contact your web designer to have that taken care of if you can't do it yourself. All right. Simple thing number 4. Right here we're going to talk about what are called citations or online directories. And we're going to talk about the top 3 real quick. And then there's 50 more that you need to get into, and I'll talk about that in a sec. But I want to talk about the top 3 that you need to take care of like today. Google My Business account, okay? Your Facebook business account, okay? And then your Yelp business account. Those are top 3 citations that Google looks at when they're ranking your website on the maps section. Now, before we get into the other 50 that you can get into, I want to talk about the information that you need to have correct in these directories. And we're going to use Google My Business as the beginning because it is the most important. Number 1, correct business name. I see people put weird variations of their business name all the time right here. Big mistake. You want to get your business license that you registered with the city to get licensed. Look and see the exact spelling and words of your business name and match it here. Very important. Second thing is you want to put the correct category. If you don't put the correct category right here, then Google's not going to know. They're not going to know what business you're in, or they'll put you in, or if you put a secondary category up top, like some smaller service that you offer, then it's not going to match up with your website keywords, okay? So, I see people get this one wrong all the time as well. Next, put your address in there. And I know if you're working from your home, okay, and that's okay, a lot of people do, then you have a home address in there. You can hide it, but you still need to have the correct address in there. Next, phone number. Yeah, people change phone numbers all the time for whatever reason, or they have multiple phone numbers. Put your main number 1 phone number that's on the top of your website. Put that in there as well. Then make sure you have your correct website. I know people have multiple websites out there for whatever reasons. You need to have one main website that is your business website. That needs to go there. All right? Now, there are 50 other directories or citations that Google looks at. And the way you find them is you go to google.com and you type in this. Write this down. Top local directories for SEO. You're going to do a search for that. And then you're going to find all kinds of websites that have big long lists of these top 50, maybe top 60 to get into, and they're essential. You got to have those in to rank on the maps. But more importantly than just getting them submitted in there is you want to have all the information I showed you needs to be correct on every single one of these. So if you have duplicate information, old information, if you have just a bunch of junk out there because you hired an SEO guy in the past that didn't know what they were doing, or they were kind of doing it in a spammy way, or maybe you tried to do it yourself and you didn't know any better and you thought more is better, you need to get all that stuff cleaned up. Okay, more is not better when it comes to maps rankings. Okay, clean is better. Clean, consistent information across the internet. It all needs to match your Google My Business page. All right. Simple thing number 5. Now that we've built a solid foundation in order of importance, we're going to talk about backlinks. A lot of people will jump into backlinks first and wonder why it doesn't work, or it even can hurt your website if you don't do it right. But you don't want to do all these backlinks until all this stuff that I already talked about, the foundational stuff, is taken care of. But let's jump in right now. Now, what you don't want to do is hire some company that has like a link building service, where they spam stuff out through India. That stuff used to work 5 years ago. Not anymore, guys. Okay? Links need to be created by real connections with real people. Let me show you an example. Okay, here's an example of a backlink if you don't know what it is or if you don't understand what I'm talking about. Back when I started my business in 2009, I went straight down to the Missoulian, the local newspaper, and said, can you do an article on my business? They said yes. They did an article, posted it up on their website, and then you look down here and you see these blue words. That's a link. You click on that and it links over to my website. Google sees that link as a turbo booster, as saying that this guy has something going on. All right? And then I saw my website go from the bottom of page 1 to the top of page 1 with this single link right here. It was very powerful. Other links you can get, other things I did with my business to get links and that we do for our clients is we sponsor local charities. You sponsor a local charity, they put the amount you donated on their website with a link back to your website. Very powerful link. Exchange something of value. Do some work for somebody in exchange for a link rather than money. This link will be worth way more in the long run than you're going to get paid on that job. Okay, trade stuff out for links. Do work for people. Okay, write testimonials for your vendors. So you have materials, you have equipment manufacturers, all these people, the ones that you love. Write awesome testimonials for them. Send them over to them and say, hey, post this on your website, but please put a link back to mine. I did that for 3 different vendors when I had my business. People, it's a win-win for everybody, and it's easy once you do it. Next, you got friends or you're in BNI groups in your local town, whatever, that own businesses. Trade links on these local websites with other local businesses. Google loves that stuff, okay? And it's not hard. We all have friends that we do business with in town. Link to each other's websites. It's huge, okay? Next thing is get an article published. So here, if there's local blogs that are popular in your town, write something of value, write an interesting article, and you're going to say, oh, well, Joe, I'm not a writer. You know, neither am I. I hire somebody to do it. I get on Craigslist, find a college student that's hungry and wants to get his resume built up. Have him write an article for you, get it published out on these sites. Maybe that person will even help you find the blogs or whatever to get it published. Get links back to your website, all right? All super powerful stuff. Now, let's review the 5 simple things checklist that we're going to start executing on today, or we're going to understand this stuff so we can hire somebody that knows how to execute on this stuff, because you want this stuff done right. If you don't do this stuff right the first time, you can blow through thousands of dollars with incompetent SEO companies, marketing companies, whatever, all right? So 5 simple things checklist. Remember, we got mobile first website. Don't assume, run it through the tool. Next, focus on getting your website ranked on the maps, and you do that by getting good keywords, okay, using the tools I showed you, and then putting everything in, and then getting your business clean and consistent across the internet on citations or online directories, and then start working locally in your local community and start networking and get those backlinks. You do these 5 things, you're going to dominate your competition. I guarantee it. You're going to dominate, all right? Thanks for watching. Now, I've got more videos for plumbers. I've got AdWords for plumbers. I've got how to get online reviews for plumbers. Super powerful stuff. How to double, triple your conversions with a good mobile website. How to do mobile website stuff for plumbers. All these other videos. Click down below. Watch all these videos. I got a 5-part series just for you guys. All right? Thanks for watching. Now, if you're a client of Big West Marketing, all of this is taken care of for you. We like to make this as simple as possible for our clients so you can focus on what you do best. Now, if you are not a client of Big West Marketing, right now we are offering a free consultation up to 30 minutes. That's normally a $97 value, so take advantage of this right now. Just call or click on the link to schedule a day and time that works best for you. So, if you're tired of being confused and overwhelmed, then contact us today. Someone from our office will show you step by step what you need to do to be successful online. If you are ready for a real solution, contact us today.